Hey everybody, Matt Hamilton, wherever you are, buddy, if you're watching, cobbing it up for you. I'm smoking my Missouri Meerschaum Corncob pipe. I believe this one is the Missouri Pride. Um, for those of you watching on YouTube, I got a buddy of mine who I have known since middle school, I believe it was, and he just recently got a hold of me. Um, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago, and he's out in Hawaii, I believe, and he's in the military, and he's out in Hawaii. He told me that he had just ordered a corncob pipe and was just getting started on want to get started on pipe smoking. Came with he just had some questions, he was looking for some counsel, and he knew that I was a pipe smoker, so I tried to give him a little boost up. So this one's for you, Matt. And I don't care what anybody says. A lot of people want to try to poke a little bit of fun at corncob pipes. Not a lot of people, but some. And I'm telling you, as, someone who's, like I said, someone who's been smoking as long as I have, I've had this corncob pipe. This was actually the second pipe that I ever got. Second pipe I ever smoked. So this pipe is over 2 years old and still smoking strong. And along the time that I've been pipe smoking, I have amassed a small collection. I've got some kind of cheapo yard knock-around pipes. I got some mid-range price pipes, and I got some higher price range, nice estate pipes. And I gotta say, as far as corncob pipes are talking, corncob pipe smoke is one of the best pipe smokes you will ever have. There's just something about smoking a corncob pipe. It's just so very unique. It provides a flavor to your smoke and to your tobacco that is so natural and so unique. It's unlike anything else. I love all the pipes that I have, and that includes this corncob. And tonight I am smoking a budget pipe with some budget tobacco. I am smoking Velvet Burley. Now this is not the container that you get it in these days. This is an old hip flask, and this was another gift from my grandfather. I talked about him. I think it was a couple of videos ago. He found out that I was a pipe smoker, and he took interest. He gave me some of his pipes. And then later on, I was over at his house for dinner, and he presented me with this. He got this at a garage sale that he was at. But this particular can, not this can, but the Velvet Hip Flask, he actually had a story. He had a story with it, and a story about his life as a young pipe smoker. Pardon me. For those of my buddies on Facebook, or any new buddies I have on YouTube, who are watching me sit in this cloud, who are watching this, I like to light my pipe with matches, but I don't always light my pipe with matches, just for that simple fact. Sometimes matches are a pain in the ass to light, and once you have them lit, they're a pain in the ass to keep lit. But in any case, Velvet, which on this vintage Velvet can, It doesn't even say just pipe tobacco. This is an old can. It says velvet pipe and cigarette tobacco. Net weight 1.5 ounces. And it actually still has the original price tag on it. You guys see that? Okay, it's a little blurry. Price tag says 44 cents. Back then you can get 1.5 ounces of pipe tobacco for 44 cents. Nowadays the lowest price you can get on it is like $4 or $5, which ain't bad. So on the back it says, spend the rest of your life on Velvet. Velvet, America's smoothest smoke. Made from the best sun-ripened Kentucky Burley tobacco, aged to mellow perfection in nature's slow but sure way. Burns cool and sweet in pipe or cigarette. And that's a fair description. Velvet is just nothing but Kentucky Burley tobacco that's been sun-cured. So what I will say is that there is a small degree of bite, not enough to really make you notice and make you want to put it out, but there is a small degree of bite, tongue bite, and part of it can be mellowed down by the way that you smoke. Another part of it is just because it's Burley. Burley tobacco is very alkaline, and because it is very alkaline, it does bite the tongue a little bit. But this one does have a significant resistance on the bite. So it's an enjoyable smoke. I like it anyway. Velvet is definitely a budget tobacco, but I'm a big fan of it. And I think everyone who does smoke a pipe, despite the fact that everyone likes to, get some premium stuff, I think everyone has at least one or two cheapo tobaccos that they like. My personal favorites are, I do really enjoy Velvet, part of it out of sentimentality, but I actually do enjoy the taste of the tobacco. And I would have to say next would be Middleton Apple, which was, along with Captain Black, was one of the first tobaccos that I smoked. I still love it to this day. For those who haven't tried Middleton Apple, it is, in my taste, it is excellent. And then, of course, I do enjoy Captain Black, as I said. Am I really talking that much? Because I'm having a hard time keeping this lit. And now I'm going to spend another 4.5 minutes trying to get these damn matches to light. Oh, shit. That was quick. So, Grandpa's story. When we were at the dinner table, and Grandpa brought this out to me, he proceeded to tell me a story that, despite the fact that he found this one at a garage sale, he is intimately familiar with these hip flasks. Now, on my mother's side of the family, obviously in this case specifically my mother's paternal side of the family, we come from Rector, Arkansas. And my grandfather, when he was a young man, he worked on the farms. And down in Arkansas, especially in the summertime, it's very hot, very humid. And when it's not hot and humid, it's humid and rainy. It's just a very damp, wet environment. So he told me that the farm hands, when they got their tobacco, they would choose the tobacco that would come in the metal flask. At that point, in that period in time, the only ones that were coming in the metal flasks, he told me, were the Velvet and Prince Albert. To which I asked him, I said, well, what was your preference? And he said, it was Velvet. He preferred to smoke this Velvet. And so that's where I kind of got some sentimental value there. He also did smoke Middleton Apple, but as far as the hip flask tobaccos, he preferred Velvet tobacco. And they would specifically choose this tobacco because of the environment that they worked in. The environment was very wet, very humid. And whether it was rainy or whether it was just a sunny day, it was still going to be muggy, it was still going to be humid, it was still going to be damp. So they would choose either the Prince Albert or in my grandfather's case, the Velvet, because it would come in the can. And he actually had a buddy that had that carried 2 flasks on him. He carried one of the full-size First Tobacco. I don't remember if he smoked the Prince Albert or the Velvet. And then, now he mentioned, I think it was Velvet. And he would take another one, and he would cut and crimp the can over. He would cut it almost in half and crimp it so that he could bring the top down and fold it over, and he would put his matches in here. For the exact same reason that he got the tobacco in can, is to keep his matches from getting wet. So I just thought that was a really cool story. A nice piece of pipe smoking memorabilia and history. Alright, YouTube, and to anybody who's watching this on Facebook, I am sharing this on Facebook. That's my story for the evening. That is my pipe smoking historical story for the night. I'm gonna hang out, smoke down the rest of it. Matt, if you're watching this, buddy, this goes out to you. Shout out to you and cheers. Hope you're enjoying your pipe, and hope it brings you a lifetime of pleasure, brother. Cheers.